Gentlemen, again, good morning and welcome to Gashis Kaman TV, the Tourism Man Back Africa. William Samoei Ruto was supposed to meet his cabinet today in Mombasa, but the venue was changed to State House, Nairobi. And as we come live on air, it is worth noting that William Samoei Ruto is trying to reshuffle his cabinet. The panic that is in William Samoei Ruto's cabinet is on another level. And the grapevine has it that he's likely to do away with all his cabinet ministers. And according to reliable sources, once he reshuffles his cabinet, the aim is to satisfy the angry Kenyans, because many Kenyans are very, very angry with the cabinet. And that's why you see members of William Samoei Ruto's government, all of them have gone underground because of the raging anger among Kenyans. When I saw yesterday members of UDA joining hands with those of Azimio in Senate, telling William Samoei Ruto to reshuffle his cabinet, to do away with Musalia Mudavadi's office, to do away with many other offices, and actually reduce the size of his cabinet, I knew that William Samoei Ruto had sent these people so that they could try to preempt the shock that would come to many of his close allies, because most of these members in his cabinet, almost all of them, have been tainted in one way or the other. They have been found wanting. Wengine wakiwa na kashfa ambazo bado zingine wakiwa na kesi mahakamani. So when I look at William Samoei Ruto, what he's trying to do, he's trying to actually tame the momentum that Gen Z and the millennia had brought in this country. The momentum of actually, he's trying to deflate that momentum of bringing the change, especially that of Ruto must go. Because ukitazama vizuri sana utaona kwamba for sure, when you look at what is happening in our country today, the youth actually miss business. When you look at Gen Z and the millennium guys, they actually mean business. And William Samoei Ruto is very, very much worried. So you're likely to see new faces in his cabinet, maybe today or tomorrow. And that is why I think this could be William Samoei Ruto's last cabinet with his first team, and maybe the first team is going to go. Maybe he's anawambia labda kwa heri kwa sababu ya vile ambavyo mambo yamechemka. But again, it is also worth noting that the demonstrators, the protesters, had actually indicated that they are going to continue with the demonstrations. But we later came to realize that they have retreated, maybe to strategize, because of the infiltration. And I think that was good. And I said from the earliest beginning, when you look at what they have achieved so much. Kusema ukweli, they have achieved so much, contrary to the expectation of so many people. But I want to tell you here that these people are not going to relent. They are not going to give in until they have cleaned this country. They are not going to relent until William Samoei Ruto has called an election or has resigned. Because I'm looking at the situation on the ground. The anger is still there. The anger is still persisting. And the pain of losing young Gen Z is something that is disturbing. So when the DCI come up with a list of people who they are calling criminals, who they are calling that, whom they are accusing of destruction of properties, we are still posing that one question that we expect the government to address. Who are these policemen who shot and armed innocent Kenyans? Who are these policemen? Because these are thugs who shot a 12-year-old with 8 bullets. And I don't know whether that child has succumbed. Who are these thugs? Because you see, these are the things that are making Kenyan annoyed when from all angles. it is something that is meant to annoy Kenyans. Again, I'm also looking at the way the SRC was trying to increase the salaries of members of parliament, the state officers, the judiciary, the PS, the CS, name them. But the way they took a history retreat was premeditated. So this was meant to make them look better. Wanajaribu kusafishwa, anajaribu kuwaonyesha kama ni watu wazuri, anajaribu kuwaonyesha kama ni watu ambao wanajali, anajaribu kuwaonyesha. This is William Samoei Ruto now, who is trying to make the leaders like they care. Well, as we know, they don't. If they care, they should impeach William Samoei Ruto, because that is the best gift that Parliament would give to Kenyans. But do you think they can impeach William Samoei Ruto? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Because if Parliament can unite and pass a vote of no confidence with William Samoei Ruto's government, that would be the best thing. And that way, we could actually consider if maybe even actually forgive them for voting against the wishes of Kenyans. Because the mood on the ground is that William Samoei Ruto must go. That is the mood on the ground. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Maybe you are here, you can attest whether that is true from where you are. Because when I listen to the voices of the mountain, all the way from Rwaka, all the way to Kikuyu, all the way to Kabete, all the way to Nairobi, all the way to Agigi, that area, and I know it is the same thing all over, the mood is that William Samoei Ruto need to resign and call for fresh elections. I don't know what you think, because that is a mood on the ground. So when I look at what is happening in our country today, even if the youth have retreated, they are likely to come out again and erupt. And once they erupt the second time, I can tell you it will be a tsunami. It will make the first hii maandamano ya kwanza itakuwa inaonekana kama a Christmas holiday. The demonstrations that you saw when they overran Parliament, the demonstrations that you saw when they overpowered policemen, it will look like a Christmas celebration. And that is why William Samoei Ruto must be very, very much worried. That is why William Samoei Ruto need to heed the wish of the people, because the wishes of the people is the wishes of God. Na unajua ukweli ni kwamba there's a proverb I think in many Bantu languages that if you are sure you're not going to cut the tree, don't show the tree the axe. Don't. If you know that you're not going to slaughter the bull, you're not going to manage to slaughter the bull, don't show the bull the knife. Because unless you slaughter that bull, or unless you cut that tree, I don't know, you can imagine what will happen to the tree. The tree is going to retaliate. The bull is going to go wild, to be charged. And you cannot go and tame a charged bull. So when you look at the politicians have retreated because the bulls are charged. The politicians have retreated because the masses, the voters, are angry with them. And William Samoei Ruto knows this. So the cosmetic idea of reshuffling the cabinet is not going to actually change the mood in the country today. When you look at the situation today, you see a government that is actually helpless. You see a government that is not actually focused. And I think nimeona kuna vijana fulani about, I don't know where they come from. They seem to say that they represent the youth, the Gen Z, and the millennial. But that is not the case. So hii michezo ya paka na panya ndio ambayo inafanya vijana wachemke. Na huku kuchemka nafikiri kutaendelea ikiwa this is what we are going to see. Maybe you can let us know what is happening from where you are on the ground, mambo yako vipi, because huku naona nikana kwamba mambo yako shwari kabisa, barabara ni safi kabisa, watu wanaenda kazini kama kawaida. I don't know where you are. I don't know whether the situation is going to change, and that's why I have delayed to see if things are going to change or take a different angle. And guys, please like the video, share, comment, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.